I said, before we started, we're in DEFCON 2.
Yeah,
And
and I
has
did
to
confirm
mean
that while we
something.
were on the call, by the way. Yeah.
Sorry?
I did confirm that.
Yes.
It's an entire underground system in Texas, which is the backup for the financial system of the United States. And when we get below a DEFCON 3, they fire up that system and everything moves from the Treasury, Fed, so on and so forth to that system.
Okay.
That's why they did it.
So
they're trying to take control over the financial system of the United States is what they're trying to do. This is the deep state military.
The deep state military is trying to do this.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you consider the deep state military as under Trump or not?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. General Milley works with Trump. Flynn, Trump wanted to leave office. He had to leave office in order to do the crimes against humanity that he's doing now. As you know, the Space Force is running the White House. Biden is underground on life support. That is a person in a mask. Usually General Hyten takes that role.
Trump is in control of both sides. That's in essence what you're saying.
I'm sorry, say again?
You believe Trump is in control of both sides, what we would consider, when we say deep state, just, in let's say, in terms of patriot speak, okay? They say deep state and they consider them the enemy, okay, on the one hand. So that's in theory.
I do too, by the way.
Sorry?
I do too.
You say deep state is the enemy, okay.
Yeah.
But Trump, in theory, is supposed to be fighting the deep state. Is that an illusion?
That is an illusion.
Okay, and how do you kind of substantiate that?
Because I have phone records, I have conversations at the White House. I know for a fact he wanted to leave the White House. That is a fact. I know that Don Jr., when he turned the age of 40, he left the White House, okay, as a martyr, right? Oh, poor me, fake election, fake news, fake this, fake that. He's right. He actually won the election. It took a lot of work for his partner, Bill Gates, at Microsoft to manipulate the Dominion servers in the Azure system to make it like he lost. Trump signed the order for martial law and for the Space Force to take over the White House on at 8:06 a.m. right prior to his departure from when he was coming. Remember, he was late coming out to the platform to say goodbye the day. Yes, that's the time he signed that order.
Okay, so you believe that he was already inaugurated by the military at that point?
No, he was not inaugurated at all. He declared martial law, which put the military in charge.
Okay.
Countries of the world decided to declare global martial law in March of, 2020, okay? They have a system.
While Trump's still in office.
Well, he was still in office. They wanted to declare martial law. Now, if you know these people, they only do things on an equinox, right? Or a solar, whatever you call that, yeah. So March 20th is the day. That's the spring equinox. That's the
Okay,
first
but
day of the
that
new
was in
year in their world.
2020. I'm talking about 2021. So after
And,
Biden
and I'll
was
get there for you. I'll get there. So all of those systems go through the AVILP4 system, and they expected, now that they declared martial law, it was never ratified in the Hall of Records, right? So it was never approved. And on top of all that, it rings my system. It rings the system I run, right? So the AVILP4, which is the military financial system, they kept hitting the button. So I let them sit there for a couple of days, and then I finally answered. This is Commander Kim Goguen. What would you, how can I assist you? And then nobody answered me back, at least not the U.S. They were expecting someone else, others or someone, but it was me. So then fast forward a year later, we go through this tumultuous election and whatnot. Well, Trump also signed an order for martial law. That is what gave the power for the Space Force to take over the White House, okay? Run by John Raymond. Yeah.
Okay, and that is when?
That was January 20th, when during the inauguration. I might have the day off by 20th, 21st or whatever.
All right, fair enough.
8:06 a.m. If you got CIA people, military people, that is the exact time he signed that order on his way to the platform. 8:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so at that point, it put the United States on under military law, martial laws, as you're saying, and that was also when Biden, the puppet, basically was put into place, right? He became the so-called figurehead.